Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz. It is October 12th, 2017 at 2 a.m. Birmingham. Topic is, there has never been a country ever that has fallen to socialism and then into communism ever really came out of that. Not once. You go back to slavery. The first slaves were the Jews. For 400 years, they were slaves to the pharaohs. And it took God to get them out of it. But slavery overall always seems to work out. But when you talk about taking a country that's free, freedom to worship, freedom to assimilate, freedom to get in a car and drive on a vacation across the country, freedom to go whatever school you want to go to, study what you want to study, that goes away. All of it. Freedom to have a job that you desire, that you work hard to get, that goes away. Really. And early on in the article that I was reading about what would happen in Agenda 21, if you go back and look and see again the motive is typical of anarchists. They want what they call complete freedom in life. Guys, that's over. Socialism, that is over. Freedom is over. They want a society where there are no rules for living and no accountability for their actions. That is over as well. Look, that is not socialism. That's capitalism. To have these freedoms for living and no accountability. That's capitalism. That's America. But yet, there are those that really don't understand it. They think extending that across the board will make things even better for them. Wrong. In the day of socialists and communists, there's one person in charge. That is the president or the prime minister or the king of that country. Look at the Iron Curtain that came down thanks to Ronald Reagan. Well, the only thing that really changed was that wall came down. Not much else did. There's a little bit of freedom that they think they have, but once you're socialist, you're always socialist. You can't get out of that. These people there, they're not going to get out of it. Russia's President Putin, you think that when they quit being Russia, and then along comes Putin, which was the head of the KGB, and he was a really intelligent man. But today, if you go to Russia and you talk to models, and I'm talking about runway models, if you talk to people in regular jobs, the best they can get, you'll see a number of them wearing pictures of Putin on their clothing. And even their clothing itself is Putin's all over it. Why is that? Well, that is communism, socialism. North Korea, their communist is a whole different animal. They believe that their leader is God. Yeah, they believe he is God. And they're terrified to do anything about it or challenge it, because that man over there kills thousands of people, probably on a monthly basis, just to keep the country in check and keep them fearing him so they can stay in charge. They believe that. They believe that he's God. And Germany, how long did it take Hitler to get control and really put those people under his spell? Didn't take him long at all, about 3 years. And once you're into socialism, you don't come out of it. Never. Not in your lifetime, not in the next lifetime or the one after that. Every country that's ever been socialist or still socialist, they may act a little bit differently per worldview stage that people look at. But no, they're still socialists, and there's still heavy limits on what they can do. Just think about it. The things that you want to do, run about carefree, no worries, that doesn't happen under socialism. That all changes. Every bit of it. It changes. There's a nice picture painted for you up front that people are looking at. But when the Antichrist becomes the leader of all nations, then your world is over. You don't ever leave socialism. You never leave communism. It never goes away. Every country that had it still has it. They may want to represent or present something that may fool outsiders, but the insiders, the people there, they know it. And they hate it. They despise it. Anyway, also that means all those things, desires that you have, dreams of the future, are gone. Ask anyone in Cuba, ask anyone in North Korea, ask anyone in Russia, ask anyone in China. They have no freedom. Jody Wolf Expoz.